moral of the story is, some people you think are your friends are not your friends. If you are watching this video and it's part 2, I take it you've watched part 1. So I basically had to split it because part 1 was way too long. So welcome to part 2. Yes. Part 2, baby. It's story time. It really is. It's a story time, my loves. It's a story time / mukbang. So I have some food here with me. Please, if you haven't watched part 1, head over to part 1 because this is just we're continuing here. We're continuing. Continua. Cool. Just have one more spoon and then we'll talk. Okay, guys. So welcome to part 2 of the story time. Take a sip. And let's get right in. If you haven't watched part 1, you have to start at part 1 because part 1 is the important one. Well, it's not important, but for you to understand what's actually happening. So this is a mukbang / story time. And basically to eat, I have this Nandos spicy rice. I have this quarter chicken leg. I have a garlic roll. And I definitely have my faves, chicken livers, okay? So everything is in the flavor mild, which is my fave. And I'm basically telling you like stories of like when I was stupid and when I was a child. So really, if you haven't watched the first one, head over to that one. Okay, so story number 2 takes place when I was in matric, right? So I had 2 friends. We were a big squad of friends, but I'm gonna give them names just for the purposes of this video because I haven't really asked them for permission to share the story. And this story is basically putting someone on blast, so I'm gonna give everyone nicknames. So I'm gonna give nicknames. Okay. So I had a squad of friends, right? We were a squad, and so I really loved these girls. Looking back, I love them too much, but it's okay. And so I don't think it was, looking back, I think it was like some of the friendships, they were toxic, but I do think it was part of my journey. And at that age, it's what I needed. It wasn't toxic back then. So it's basically what needed to happen. And it's what I wanted. So I don't think I can really call it toxic, right? Okay, cool. So I'm gonna give food a break so that I can get through the story. Because in the last video I was eating more than telling the story. Okay, cool. So basically, right, so the story takes place in matric. And then, okay, so I'm gonna give these girls names. So we were all in matric, and so our birthdays were around about the same time. So it starts off with I'm gonna give her the name Jackie, right? So Jackie's birthday was in May, end of May, 27th of May to be exact. Jackie's birthday was 27th of May, and then my birthday was on the 18th of June, and I shared my birthday with, I'm gonna give her the name Nonzwakazi. Nonzwakazi. So Nonzwakazi and I shared, let me call her Noblali. Nolwazi. So Nolwazi and I shared the same birthday. Guys, and the thing is, if Nolwazi is watching this video, I am so sorry because she already knows I'm talking about her. Or whoever from high school is watching this video, they already know what this is about. So basically, Nolwazi and I shared the same birthday, and then Jackie was end of May. So as per custom, like every year, so I got to the school in grade 10, right? But every year we'd want to celebrate our birthdays together, which was really cute, right? So it was in the days when Rosebank was our spot. Okay, Rosebank was our spot, especially Liquid Chef. Rosebank Liquid Chef was our spot. We loved the place. Okay, so we decide, okay, cool, we're gonna go to Liquid Chef to celebrate our birthdays, right? So our birthdays usually come around like exam time. I don't remember a time. It's only in varsity where my birthday came and I wasn't writing exams. But back in high school, I was writing exams on my birthday every single year. Either on my birthday, it's either like I was writing exams the day after my birthday, which means on my birthday I'd have to study, or on my birthday, always writing exams. So it was really horrible. So we decided to celebrate during the holiday, right? June holidays. So before I went to Bloemfontein, I'd first start off like by going, because my mom loved Jackie's mom, so I'd go to Jackie's mom's house, right? I'd go to Jackie's house. Jackie's mom loved me, and Jackie, if you're watching, you is still my girl. Like, I lost touch with Jackie, and I really thought we'd be forever friends, but I still love her. Like, she still has a very special place in my heart, simply because I think she taught me a lot. Like, I learned a lot from Jackie. I learned strength, I learned maturity, I learned I learned all of that from. I'm a very naive person. Like, I'm very naive. I'm a child. I believe the best in people. Like, that's just who I am. Jackie was my this is the world. Do you get me? So I miss Jackie. I miss her family. I love Jackie. I love you. I love it. Cool. So we go to Jackie's house, and Jackie's mom was really chilled. She let us go to Liquid, right? Liquid Chef. At that age, I was turning 17. Jackie is 2 years older than me, so she was turning 19. And then Nolwazi was turning 18. So 17, 18, 19. So we're going to celebrate our birthdays. And basically, we agree that we're going to meet at Liquid Chef Rosebank. So we get to Rosebank. Guys, I need some like muglambi. But they burnt this bread. Look, they burnt this roll. Cool. So we decide sharp. We're gonna meet up after. We're gonna meet up on a Saturday night. So we go to Rosebank. It's time to meet up, right? So when we get there, Nolwazi is already there. He's having a very good time, right? So we get there and we're like, wow, you know. And she keeps shouting, it's my birthday, I'm turning 18, it's my 18th birthday. You know, she's going crazy. But like, we're just like, have it, babes. You're turning 18, have it. Have it, yako, have it. So we're having such a good time. They're playing such good music. We're dancing. Kumnandi. Excuse me. It's a vibe. It's a complete vibe. Okay, cool. So we had blackberries, and you guys remember like, a battery, a blackberry was literally nothing, right? So our batteries are dying, and so I'm the first one to be like, hey guys, my battery's low, right? So Nolwazi is like, yo, mine is also low. So we're like Uchek is like, mine is also low. So we're like to Nolwazi, listen, we think we're gonna have to leave now because our batteries are low and stuff, and so we don't want to get into a situation where, you know, our battery's dying. We need to contact Jackie's mom. So we think it's time for us to leave. So she's like, no guys. So basically, guys, Nolwazi lived in Florida and Jackie lived in Constantia. So they're like sisters, siblings. So Nolwazi's like, no, don't worry guys, when my parents come, I'll ask them to drop you guys off. Like, everything will be fine. So relax. Hold on. Yay. So we even finished those little batteries that are there. We're here. And you remember the keypad. We're texting. My battery dies. She's texting. Check. He's texting. Her battery dies, but we don't mind because Nolwazi already said she's gonna watch. She's gonna take us home. So we're having a good time, guys. We're having a good night. Guys, Nolwazi's mom is calling her. Nolwazi's mom keeps calling. Nolwazi's mom is like, where are you? Is Nolwazi not ignoring her mother? So the night goes on. We're having a good time. Up until we're like, what time are we leaving? So she's like, yo guys, my mom's actually been calling me. She's left like a few thousand like missed calls on my phone. So we're like, no, Nolwazi, call your mom, you know, like that's really bad because now your mom's probably annoyed wherever she is, and then she's still gonna drop us off. So she's like super annoyed. We're just like, Nolwazi, no, call your mom. Hey, Nolwazi calls her mother. Nolwazi's mom is like, she's on her way. Cool. So we walk out of Liquid Chef to the road, to that McDonald's, that entrance by McDonald's. So I think the Gau train right now is right outside. I think so. I'm not a Joburg person, so I think so. So we walk out, and then as we walk out, hey guys, hey banna, Nolwazi is busy asking how much. She's asking the meter cabs that park outside, how much is a meter cab to Constantia? So we're just like, why the hell are you asking? Because samba nawe wenzani, you know? We should have known. Those were the warning signs, nah? So she asked the cab drivers. The cab drivers are just like, 400, like 4 what 5 what, meter cabs were crazy expensive. So the meter cabs are like, yo, but my 400, 500. And so she's just like, no, we don't have that kind of money. So next thing, we see Nolwazi. I get it, at boarding school, we see your parents when they come and fetch you. So we know Nolwazi's mom's car. We know it. Siyaz, you know. So Nolwazi's mom's car, Jigikona. So sisondele nathi. I guess it's time to go home. Sisondele to the window. So Nolwazi whispers, guys, I'll never forget. I have a vivid memory of this night. Nolwazi whispers in her mom's, like, through the window, and she's just like, we don't know what she's saying. I don't know what Nolwazi's mom said, but Nolwazi got into the back seat and the car left. So basically, we're just sitting there. I mean, we're just standing there, and we're watching the car. Bashaya a U-turn by the robots, and they go, then they turn right, and then they're gone. For a good 3 minutes, Jackie and I stood there like, what just happened? After 3 minutes, none of us are talking to each other. After 3 minutes, Jackie and I are just like, let's walk to McDonald's. So we walked to McDonald's. Nolwazi left us. She didn't even ask her mom. She didn't even ask to borrow her mom's phone so we could call our mom. She got into the car and she left. We're gonna have a chat about how shady Nolwazi's mom is, leaving teenage girls on the street. I don't know if you get me. You know that your daughter went out with her friends. You're not going to ask, I don't know if you get me. Like, my mom is constantly asking my friends, how are you getting home? And I feel like the world has it's been worse recently, but the world has never been safe with girls. Like, it's not safe. It's never safe for a girl. Next, Nolwazi's mom just said again, she got into the car, they left, gone, Nolwazi no mama, gone. So they left, and so Jackie and I are just like, okay, let's walk to McDonald's and just try and find ourselves or whatever. We walk to McDonald's, literally on that, none of us are saying anything because we know no Kubi, we are deep within. Kubi, it's bad. So we both know it's bad. There's nothing to say to the other because you know Kubi. So we're walking, no one's saying anything to the other. We're walking, we get to McDonald's. You guys know the McDonald's by Rosebank. We get to that McDonald's, we sit by that McDonald's. And no one is sick. So we ask the ladies, can you guys please help us charge our phones? So the ladies are like, no. And so I also want to talk to female people who work like night shift or whatever at places. I think it is our responsibility to take care of each other. Like, I remember taking care of a drunk girl I didn't know because I knew this girl's gonna get lost. And so South Africa is not safe for her, especially like this. Like, I really do think, even if you don't know someone, I mean, we weren't drunk, we were very sober, we hadn't had anything to drink, and like we just asked, can you please charge our phones? And they were like, And I just feel like as women, it is your duty to look out for me, and it is my duty to look out for you. Like, I found that very, very shady. Coolio. So basically, Bomogele, but I know. So we don't know what to do now. So I remember Ucheki walks out of McDonald's and she walks to the engine garage. So it's the McDonald's by the engine garage. I think it's an engine garage. So she walks to the garage and then there's a policeman. And so she gets into the police car. I'm just watching her. Come to think of it, I don't know why I just watched her get into a car after what I had been through. People leave you. Once people get into their cars, they are gone. So but I'm just watching her and I'm just trying to see how the story unfolds, right? So she gets into the car, she speaks, I can see her and this taxi driver are talking about something, and then she comes out after about 15 minutes. I'm just sitting there. So that's also really bad. I wasn't like trying to help the situation, I was just defeated, right? So Jackie comes back and her phone is charged and she calls her mom. Her mom's been worried about us. Her mom comes to us. So her mom is like, late, it's very late. So we tell the mom the whole story. I remember Jackie's mom immediately picked up her phone and called my mom. And I remember my mom saying to me, Nolwazi is not your friend. Nolwazi is not. I never want to hear of a Nolwazi again. Nolwazi is not. La. Nolwazi is not your friend. And so, as hurtful as that was, I also realized, dude, which friend would leave you stranded in Rosebank? You don't have money, your battery is low, and she is saying nothing. Which friend and their mom would do that? My mom was just like, I never want to hear of a Nolwazi anything. And my mom was even like, I want to actually speak to this lady and find out, how does your mind work, you know? Go ahead, T. Actually done with this video. Basically, the long and short of this video is Nolwazi left us. So basically the next morning, right? So the next morning, we wake up in the morning and then Jackie turns her phone on and then we see texts from Nolwazi. And Nolwazi's like, how did you guys get home? You know, are you guys safe? I was searching myself and I had so much money. Yeah, I had so much money. I realized that I could have actually this is better. I could have actually ordered your guys's I could have paid for you guys to get home. I hope you guys were safe. Dude, how are we gonna be safe? How are we gonna be? How are we gonna? You left us dry. You left us dry. How are we ever gonna be safe? Really, it's just too much. It's too much. But basically, we were safe. We made it. We were at home. And y'all, the moral of the story is, some people you think are your friends are not your friends. I would have rather been in trouble with my mom for fighting for her to take my friends home than to leave my friends deserted outside Rosebank Mall. Just doesn't work. Not at night. I would rather have my mom punish me and just know, hooray, my girls is covered. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed both story times. I'm trying to think. My life is quite I've been through a lot, but some stuff I can't share on YouTube. Maybe when I'm older and I know that no one can use anything against me, I'll be sharing so many stories with you guys. But basically these two stories were just you know, to be a child. Basically the theme of these stories was just guys, to be a child is hilarious. Anyway, I love you guys so much and I can't wait to see you guys in the next upload.